What's up, my boys? Wow, Jon, what are you wearing?
Today is a special day, and usually I would be wearing one of my colorful tracksuits. But because we have our first true YouTube collaboration ever, I figured I'd dress up for the occasion.
I'm not going to spoil too much about who we are collaborating with now because we have to do some furniture shopping before. But I can say one thing, they are evaPOLAR and they are a little bit of a relation saver for Jon and me.
So we've been talking about including you guys in the process of decorating our apartment and make it shiny perfect.
So we are looking for some shelves for the office, and also we will be looking for some coziness for the guest room and a side table for our sofa.
But Amelia,
Yeah?
are we going to IKEA today?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Samba Yumba Diva. Let's see if we can find the chandelier.
What is it we need a chandelier for, Amelia?
We need a chandelier in our living room because we want to have something old and something new mixed. And therefore the other day when I drove past here in the Uber, I saw this chandelier in the window and I was like, this chandelier I need in my life.
How much is it?
I am in love. I'm like a little kid in Candyland. I just feel like saying this. So many cool stuff in here. Why didn't you like that chandelier too much, Jon?
I like it. It's just, I grew up with
Antique.
shitloads of these chandeliers in my parents' house, and I learned one thing, that they are nothing worth.
Worth nothing?
And I just feel like 500 euros, that's way too much.
Yeah.
I just don't trust antique dealers. I do not trust them.
But I just texted Jon's mother because she knows a lot about this kind of stuff. So she can be the verdict. Her verdict is our...
A verdict.
Her verdict.
Amelia, where are we going now?
IKEA. From very old and soulful. Jon, he really wants to postpone IKEA. So now we are at LX Factory.
I really want something for the office that makes it unique and special.
The worst thing about finding all these quirky items is that sometimes they are easy to find, but then they are super pricey because they are unique or antique, and I hate that.
Is this quirky enough, Amelia?
It might get a little too quirky, but I do kind of like it. I hate to admit it.
I am hooked on this shelf here, but Amelia, she it doesn't tingle.
I said I like them. It just doesn't tingle in my belly.
Good news, bad news. The bad news is that every time you go to a furniture shop, they never have anything for immediate availability. Whoops, Amelia. It's always like, yeah, we can have it delivered in a few years. But the good news is that we found something else.
We have been looking.
Don't say it, Amelia. It's a secret. Hola, em sueco.
Too much chili?
What is it we need here?
We need some air freshener for our apartment, clearly.
Are we buying more €3 pillows for your family when they visit?
No.
It's just your siblings. The cheapest, €3. That's the pillow budget.
Why don't they have any proper pillows out here?
This is not interesting content, Amelia.
Then don't film it, honey.
Amelia, you look like a chimpanzee right now who's can't see. Big Joe, do you remember that movie? Big Joe? The first movement I did was dropping one of the tiny screws.
Why do you start before me?
Amelia, can you just find it? It's down here somewhere. I spent all night.
You know how they say going to IKEA is the greatest challenge for couples? I totally disagree. Putting up IKEA curtains with this guy is the greatest challenge.
Like the apartment now feels like a little hotel. 6 senses.
I gotta say, our guest is gonna sleep like babies because this bed is so nice. I remember when I opened the video, I was carrying something in a bag. It's these puppies. Just as I saw them, I fell in love with them because they go perfectly with the bed frame. All the different tones that goes here in the bed frame also is to be found here. And then it just goes perfectly with this beautiful plant. But we still have a lot to do in here, really. Like we need something on the walls, we need another, like a shelf in each side where our guests can put their books and their phone.
Amalie, we have guests twice a year.
I don't care.
We put up the curtains without professional assistance other than this guy.
It's starting to take shape finally, and it's actually quite cozy in here. It's much more inspiring to work in here now than it was before. But
Amalie.
Oh yeah, look at this. This is the one we got in Jiva. And this one I got in IKEA. That was only 25 euros only.
I just love being in a green environment. But there's one thing we have to change in here.
Because this beautiful table we need to put in the living room.
This is before and then after. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Check it out, boys.
The reason why we did it is actually because we felt like this room needed more warmth. So the black legs and the black sewing line matches the black legs of this table.
The black legs?
So as you already know, we went and see a chandelier yesterday. And it was super expensive and we are not gonna get it. We found another one maybe.
And it's gonna hang right down here.
And then we're gonna put 2 movie posters here that will be super bright in the color. I think it's gonna be really fun to have like something really old and something really pop.
But Amalie, look at the apartment from here.
Yeah.
It looks dope.
Yes, it does. And the same goes for in here. 1, 2, 3. And now it looks like this in here. I love that it's getting like a bit of a more cool feeling. Also, to bring a bit more heat in here as a contrast, we're gonna put like a big wooden shelf over here, from here and all the way over to the edge. And all our paintings and artworks we're gonna have sent from Denmark. We're gonna get more. It's gonna be all over the wall.
I actually like it more with this table in here. It kind of resonates more with like our office, what we do. It's
yeah, exactly.
All the equipment. Look how the computers, they go in one. Yeah. Me and Amalie, we put a lot of effort into making, especially our workspace, an inspiring area, because the more you enjoy being in that area, the more inspired you are, the more productive you are, and this is where we make all our amazing videos. You've seen them all, right? So in the start of this video we said we've finally found a collaborative partner, the first sponsor. We've said no to literally everyone who has approached us, but this one made so much sense that we said, yeah. Let me get into it. So the company is called evaPOLAR, and they make these personal air conditioners. And there's a number of reasons why we are a fan, no pun intended. So this little puppy is an evaCHILL. It's made by the company evaPOLAR, and they specialize in making microclimatic air conditioners. And basically what it does is that it serves as a cooler and a humidifier, which is essentially a purifier of the air. And let me tell you why this is interesting. So what is interesting about air quality is that it makes all the difference for your health. It blew my mind when I looked into the importance of high air quality in your day-to-day life. I mean, and it makes sense, the air you breathe. It's just like if you smoke cigarettes, that's pretty bad for you, but if you only breathe in the Appalachians, that's pretty good for you. And I know when we are out hiking, we just appreciate the clean air so much, where we actively, you know, notice that, oh my god, it's so nice air here, and then we get back to our home. Nothing.
And it's actually funny because when we first got this, I was quite skeptical. I was like, yeah, that's what they have to say, right? And I gotta say that it actually functions. And it sounds so strange that this actually make a change. It even makes you sleep better. Another feature that I fall in love with this little machine was that it's portable. It actually can be charged with this.
One of the other things that I like about it is that when me and Amalie sit here and work together, we have the big air condition, and we don't always agree on the temperature in here. So with this one, I can put it over here, and then I can, because I'm always warm and Amalie, she's always cool.
When we started to study the air quality and what it does for a human brain, we actually decided to do as much as possible up here to increase the air quality.
So in extension to our research of air quality, we found out that plants also play an important role in cleaning the air, and this is especially important indoor. So we found a couple of plants that we have added. This is an areca plant. This helps purifying the air along with the evaCHILL. It removes toxins from the air, including formaldehyde.
Then we will add a plant here hanging from the ceiling, so we can also hide this, because after we got the evaCHILL, that is gonna be what we will use, because it's much better power-wise as well. The evaCHILL uses 100 times less power than this one does. And when you live in Portugal, you know that power is expensive.
Finally, the last month, we paid 99 euros. If you want to get all the details on this puppy, we have linked it below. You support us by supporting evaPOLAR, and finally you support your own health and well-being. This is not just indoor comfort, it's indoor health.
Write that down.
So in LX Factory, you saw me walking around with something wrapped, and I'm sure you're dying to find out what it is. So look at this.
We have been in one certain store in LX Factory so many times just because of this side table. Every time we go to LX Factory, we want to see it, and that's one of the things with everything that we find. It is that it's always difficult to buy something, especially when it's expensive. So you have to see it many times, and if it tingles in your belly every time, that's when you get it. So now we can sit here, have a cup of coffee, and
wine.
It is beautiful in itself, but I think I'm gonna put a candlelight right here. And then of course we also need some light.
What a magician.
Yeah.
The final thing of our apartment update here is Pygger, and the woman that has yet to be named.
The comment with a suggestion with the most upvotes or likes will get, we will call her that name.
I don't know how I feel about it, because the top comment was Ruth Marlene. I had to Google her. But there were also a lot of comments saying Rapunzel. But none of them were top comment, but together I think actually they were the top comment. And Rapunzel, she also has long hair.
And she let her hair fall.
What do you think? Should it be the top comment or the combined top comment?
I think we should let the democracy talk and call her Rapunzel. So as you see, a lot has happened since last time, but there is a lot more to come as well, because we clearly are not done yet.
If you're interested in an evaCHILL, we put the links below. Supporting them means you're supporting us, so thank you so much.
Obrigada por ver no vídeo, guys. Até logo.
Até logo.
Até logo.
Até logo.